Hello, this is Ed Hamler with your World in Review. Upon receiving word that the House of Representatives voted to pass Obama's dictatorial budget deal, Linda LaRouche said unequivocally that this vote brings us that much closer to the imminent destruction of the United States. The people who voted for it have committed an act of treason on behalf of a foreign power, whether they knew it or not. Today, Linda LaRouche, LaRouche PAC, and the LaRouche Democratic candidates have been at war with this foreign power. It will continue, and it will not relent under any circumstances. Linda LaRouche's interview with Alex Jones and the two reports posted on this site earlier today have already shown that the current deal sitting now in the Senate, if voted on, will make Obama a Hitler-style dictator, a move he has treasonously been working for with a foreign power. The way Obama and Geithner, for example, worked hand in hand with the ratings agencies, threatening to downgrade the U.S. debt, creating a Reichstag fire terror event, shows this clearly, and it goes to the heart of the British role in this entire business. A House Financial Services Committee hearing, July 27th, showed that Tim Geithner and Standard & Poor executive David Beers have been working on this dictatorship deal as early as March. Geithner and Beers have been in very regular and frequent communication over exchanging the U.S. credit rating, and at that point, Beers had already put the United States debt on negative watch in April. This downgrading by Standard & Poor's had also been what was used as a Reichstag kind of event to terrorize Europe into a frenzy of new bailouts just recently. And it was the same method used by the American brand of the British Empire, Wall Street, when we were terrorized to pass the first U.S. bailout. Linda LaRouche said plainly, "These rating agencies must be closed down. They are engaged in treason. It is an act of treason to shut down the U.S. government. These agencies are engaged in a conspiracy to shut down the U.S. government. Instead of them acting to shut down the government should shut them down. Officials of the rating agencies should be hauled off to prison for their crimes. They cost people billions, even trillions, with their fraudulent positive ratings for Enron, Lehman, mortgage-backed securities, while they are moving to shut down the U.S. government." This just demonstrates even further that we have been in and still are in an active war with the British Empire. We've been under attack, and this is now endgame. And no matter how the Congress votes, we do not submit to tyranny. Democratic candidate Keisha Rogers issued a statement today and a report on the urgent need to defeat Obama's deal. Also, the outrage in the population over this and the progress made thus far, and she also declared, in no uncertain terms, victory over this tyranny.
Friends, we have a meeting scheduled for tonight, an emergency meeting of people who are mobilizing their friends to get together to call Congress members and demand a stop to this treasonous act. And we also, in the office today, on the phones, have seen that as we're calling through the congressional offices, the people, representatives in the congressional offices have declared that they're getting immediate overwhelming responses in opposition to a vote on this bill. So once again, I think it's been made clear, and our mobilization is absolutely in the direction of making sure that the population knows that we're up against a period right now that they have to mobilize with everything they have to put an end to this threat of a coup against our nation, and that means throwing Obama out now, putting a stop to this insane budget debate, and getting Glass-Steagall through. So we're going to continue to keep this up throughout the rest of the night, and but the population should know, and the people listening should know, that no matter what happens with this debt deal, our fight is to save the republic. Our fight is to stop a coup. So we don't throw in the towel. We don't stop fighting. We continue this fight until we demand that we will not stand for fascism and we will not stand for Obama remaining in the White House, that we are going to push through with everything we have to ram through Glass-Steagall now. And I would demand and urge each and every person who understands the urgency of this mobilization and this fight to save the republic and to save the existence of the human species would get out there and call their Congress members, call their friends, everybody they know, and mobilize to save the nation, because this may be your last chance to do so. Thank you very much.
Now, allow what has just been presented here tonight to magnify your scope of vision on this battlefield and put into clear perspective why there is absolutely no alternative to dictatorship other than Glass-Steagall. Yes, in one sense, Glass-Steagall is a defensive measure. We will defend our economy and commercial banking system against Wall Street and the City of London. But our primary objective is offensive. We will deploy Glass-Steagall as a fierce weapon to shut down the British Empire and cut Obama off at the pass while he reaches for his imaginary throne to sit on and crush our United States from the inside. We, with Glass-Steagall in place, will crush that attempt and that empire that spawned this once and for all. So as you go to bed tonight and return to this site tomorrow, you will be reminded then as now that the battle is by no means over and has really just begun.